everybody, and welcome to our Mentorship Monday call. Let me check my mic. I'll leave a couple seconds right now for people to join in, but welcome wherever you are, whether it's a subscriber from YouTube or I'm doing it also for my VIP Monday Hero Body community clients. This call actually, so I'm always relating to their pain points, or their questions. But I'm leaving it open for anyone else also to see it, experience, and ask maybe some questions, if you have some. So friends, welcome to Mentorship Monday. And today we're gonna talk about power of non-negotiables. Today's call is gonna be short, sweet, straight to the point. I wanna remind you something, because I talked about this so many times before about non-negotiables, right? But I'm going to continue drilling this into your head. How important is non-negotiable? Seriously, period. I've learned this about 2 years ago, like 1.5, 2 years ago from my mentors, Brian and Cole. And it's been a game changer for me, and I want to pass it along. So I just learned it recently in my 30s, right? It's mind blowing how, when you invest in coaches, when you invest in people who's way above you, on anything, business-wise, fitness-wise, when you invest in people, when you hire someone, you can learn so much from them. And that's exactly like I never paid attention before. Maybe I heard about this before, but when I never paid attention, and when they told me about this, I started implementing in my life, I saw a huge shift. So the power of non-negotiables, right? So let's talk about this. First and foremost, let's start with what is non-negotiable, right? Non-negotiable, that's something that you do day in and day out regardless, no matter how you feel. Whether it's raining outside, whether it's not feeling it good, you do something no matter what, okay? And tell me if you find yourself in one of the situations when you're like, okay, here we go. It's Monday, exactly today, Monday. It's a new month, it's a new week, it's a new year, whatever it is, you're like, all right, it's gonna be my week, it's gonna be my month, I'm about to crush it. And what happens? 2 days in, you have a ton of stress, you have schedule crazies going on, you're falling off completely. The motivation lasts maybe like a couple days, and after that, by Wednesday, by Thursday, maybe you last even for the whole week, by week 2, by week 3, you completely get out, just one day something happens, a little bit of stress happens in your life, or the schedule gets a little hectic and everything falls, right? And you looking back like after that 2-3 weeks or even 3 months later, you're like, oh my God, how the heck I fell off so bad. It's been 3 weeks or 3 months. I haven't gone to the gym. I've been completely off my diet. I've been eating all day out now. So what the heck is happened? So that's exactly, my friend, what's happened. So when you're not committed to your non-negotiables, you are not gonna see success, period, okay? That's what most people have it, right? So they start on Monday, they start strong, they start fresh, okay, that's it, I'm going all in. And 2 days later, you completely fell off because there's like one little thing, so they call it like, wind blows your way, or even like some big stress. Doesn't matter if it's a big or small stress happens in your life. The schedule gets hectic for one day and you completely fell the hell off, right? So the power of non-negotiables, that's exactly what will keep you in place and gonna continue move you forward, all right? And that's what's been a game changer for me, like I said. And it's not you like lazy, if you cannot commit to the plan, it doesn't mean you are lazy, right? It doesn't mean you cannot do that. It just means that you didn't create your right non-negotiables for yourself in order to roll the ball forward, right? In order to continue moving forward. So you're not lazy. Let's start there, right? Don't blame yourself that you are lazy. No, you just didn't get the right habits right now. You didn't put the right non-negotiables in place in order to see results, okay? And guys, non-negotiables, that's something that, like I said, you do every day, no matter what. How the hell you feel, like I said, whether it's a busy day, whether it's not, whether it's raining outside, whether it's not feeling it, you do it regardless. And let me tell you, you already probably have some non-negotiables in your life, or like the daily habits that you do regardless, right? You do them freaking regardless. And some of them maybe serve you well, some of them not. But you already, I can bet my life on it, you already have some non-negotiables, some habits, that you do every single day. For example, one of them is brushing your teeth, right? So that's something that you do for all your life, and every single day, no matter how you feel, no matter you're sick, you're tired, you still brush your teeth in the morning. This is just like the habit that you always do, right? And it serves you well, right? So it serves you good, I'm pretty sure, because you're keeping your teeth clean, so your breath is smelling nice. So that's why, of course, we keep in this habit, and this one of your non-negotiables. You do this every day, no matter what. I bet if it's raining outside, I bet if you don't feel it, you woke up tired, you still brush your teeth, right? Because it's just non-negotiable that just became part of your life. Maybe you didn't want to do it when you were a kid, and your parents were like, forcing you to do it. You're like, Mom, I don't want to brush my teeth. And she's like, no, David, you gotta brush your teeth. Let's go. Before school, you have to brush your teeth, and after that, you started brushing your teeth every day, and you're like, oh, nice, actually, my teeth looks good, Oh, when I go on a date when I'm a teenager, I have a fresh breath now when I'm brushing my teeth, when I'm cleaning them. So am I gonna continue doing it for the rest of my life, right? For the rest of my life, because it serves me. So brushing your teeth, it's your non-negotiable that you do every day, and you build that habit over time, and now it's just part of your life, okay? So you see, also same can be with something that doesn't serve you well, like scrolling maybe, maybe this literally nowadays, it's most of the people non-negotiable, they scroll every day. We're always open. I bet you didn't spend in the last, 5 years, even one day, unless you lost your phone or something, but look back in the last 3 to 5 years, even last year, let's not go far. Last year, think about if one day you spent without scrolling or without checking your phone. Even think for a second. It's crazy, right? Mind-blowing, but when I was a kid, we didn't even have phones, like millennials. We didn't have phones who was born in the 80s, 90s, or even earlier. We didn't have phones, right, till 2000s. But nowadays, just look back last year or 2 years, did you spend at least one day without scrolling? Or just you're part of your routine, you're part of your daily non-negotiable, right? You're scrolling on your phone, you're checking social medias. It's been Instagram for how long already? God knows, like 10 years. Instagram been there, and it's become pretty much TikTok now for like 4 or 5 years. So look back, did you spend like a solid day or a week without your phone? No. But this is just non-negotiable that you do every day, and I bet, it's not serving you well, right? So you just get all the dopamine from social media. And again, I'm not gonna go that rabbit hole, guys, right now with you guys about scrolling and all of that. To some degree, if you scroll just 10-15 minutes, it's not a bad thing. It shouldn't be crazy unhealthy. But if you scroll freaking 3 hours a day on social media and you're just stuck in that loop, just consuming, and you're just getting all the dopamine, and you're looking at someone else's life, and always the grass is greener on the other side, then of course it mentally hits you, and you're not motivated to go to the gym because you see all of these guys with the six packs, and of course you're like, damn, I'm not worth it, I'm not like them, I'm not gonna be like that, and that completely demotivates you. So it's a habit, I can bet my life on it, it's not serving you well, but it's your non-negotiable. So that's exactly what we're going to talk today about fitness, how to make some non-negotiables in your fitness, about your health that will serve you well, and it will keep you on that momentum and keep you moving forward, right? So non-negotiable in your fitness, right? And I'm not going to talk right now about like some 75 hard or workouts, 2 workouts a day, every day, no. Non-negotiables, it can be as simple, that's something that you can stick to it. You don't have to go crazy, you don't have to go 2 workouts a day, you don't have to run 5 miles every day. No, you gotta start small, start now, and build from there. So that's the beauty of non-negotiables. You just pick something that you can stick to it, and you stick to it regardless, okay? So here's example for you, right? Can be getting 6,000 to 10,000 steps daily, one of your non-negotiables. And doesn't matter whether it's a day or night, like you check your phone, like right here. Sometimes I go to my Apple Watch and I look at my steps and I'm like, damn, it's already evening, I'm tired, but I'm only at 9,000 steps. And let's say my goal for the day is 10,000 steps regardless. So I get my ass up, I step on a treadmill right here, a little next to me. Where's the light? I have literally treadmill next to me right here, guys. I'm showing you behind the scene. And I step my ass, I get my ass up from the couch and I step and I walk the 1,000 steps. No matter how I feel, no matter how I'm tired, I still step and I walk that extra 1,000 because my non-negotiable daily is 10,000 steps. Just giving you an example, right? For you, it might be something different, but maybe it's moving your body for 10 minutes a day. And if you're skipping, no matter how tired you are, no matter how big's been busy your day with the kids, with life, with everything, you still go and move your body. You do like just 20 push-ups, you just stretch, you just do something for 10 minutes a day. Maybe for you, it's a drink 100 ounces of water every day, and you just do it regardless. If you drank just 50 ounces of water, then in the evening, you better chug those 50 ounces, So you got to just find your non-negotiables and you just start sticking to those. Think about non-negotiables as a foundation for your house, right? Without foundation, everything will crumble to the pieces. You can decorate all of this with all the little fancy stuff later, inside the house with all of this morning routines and adding some yoga or something, or smoothies and everything. So it's all of that just sprinkle. But the most important is the foundation of your house, which is your sleep, right? Your daily movement and your nutrition. And those three should be your daily non-negotiable, around those three. So you just build your routine around those three and you just do something for one of those daily. So for example, can before you sleep, going to bed before 11 o'clock. That's my non-negotiable no matter what. No matter what happens, if a new show came up on Netflix, I still go to bed before 11 p.m. because this is my non-negotiable. I prioritize my sleep, I prioritize my health, and here we go. Come on. Here we go, light is back. And this is something that serves me well, and I go to bed before 11 no matter freaking what, right? Or like I said, I'm hitting my protein goal. I'm eating healthy because I know that will serve my body well. I'm gonna be metabolically healthy. I'm gonna be lean. When I look good in the mirror, I feel good. I'm gonna live longer for my kids, for my life, for my wife, for just longer and happy life in general for myself. You guys, some people just do not understand how that improves quality of your life when you're metabolically healthy. When you at that 12-15% body fat, that's crazy how your quality of your life improves. One of my clients right now, we're going from 30+% body fat and we're trying to lose a good 50 pounds. And he told me even just after losing 15 pounds, we're about lost right now 12 pounds in the last months. And he's like, man, it's crazy how different right now. We're going right now from 270 pounds, and the goal right now is to hit 220 pounds. So the goal right now is to lose 50 pounds, and we're almost about 15 pounds down, 12 pounds, a little bit more. And he just told me the other day, man, it's crazy how my energy changes in a matter of months, last month when I dialed in, when I'm really right now focusing on my daily non-negotiables, when I'm getting my steps in, I work out, I eat healthy, I get my sleep. That's crazy how my energy improved. That's crazy how I have better quality of life. That's crazy how I have more energy during the day. I'm not drained, in that, shit, feeling. No. So guys, you cannot imagine how your life improves, the quality of your life when you become healthy, when you become lean, when you build muscle. So think for that for a second. And now your goal, try to think about 3 non-negotiables. I'm not even giving you 10. One of my mentors, he has 10 daily non-negotiables. That's crazy. that's another shit level. So do not go that crazy, do not go that route, but start small. Start with 2 to 3 daily non-negotiables. Like I said, build one around just, recovery, which is sleep. Make whether bedtime early, wake up early or go to bed early. Number 2, around nutrition. Pick one around nutrition. For example, it's whether consuming enough water, staying hydrated, or hitting your protein goal, or replacing that snack, the sugary snack, the chocolate bar that you're eating at night with some healthier snack and eating some yogurt at night. So there's so many options for that. Again, I'm just giving you a ton of examples, but you gotta find something that works for you. Just find something that's hits the most, most related to you. And you can just sit down for a few minutes and think about it. If you go to bed at 1 a.m. every day and you're scrolling for 2 hours or watching Netflix, then maybe try to make a habit, go at least before midnight. Try to go to bed the same day. Boom, that's 1. Number 2, nutrition. Like I said, more protein, replace some unhealthy snacks, high sugary snacks with some higher protein option. There's so many recipes nowadays on TikTok or Instagram. Or staying hydrated. And number 3, it's movement. So just pick, one thing that you can do daily without missing. Maybe move for 10 minutes daily, or maybe do 30 push-ups every day, or maybe go for a 30-minute walk, or make it, goal to hit 5,000 steps every day regardless. No matter how I feel, I make This happened 5,000 steps. And when that becomes a habit, you can improve from there. Like if you hit 5,000 steps consistently for a couple of weeks, you're like, oh, okay, this non-negotiable is easy for me. Let's make it more challenging. Let's make it 7, and eventually you'll get to 9, 10, 11, 12,000 steps, or maybe to get to 10 and just stay there. We all start somewhere. That's why all my clients, when we start, I'm just looking at your baseline right now. Let's say you're at 3,000 steps right now. One of my clients, again, back to my guy, Timur, he's was baseline 3,000 steps only. And right now we're already at 5 to 6 averaging. So imagine just matter of 6 to 8 weeks right now. We've been working for less than 2 months. So in matter of 8 weeks right now, he already doubled his steps. From 3,000 steps, he's already at 6,000 steps daily. You see how we already improved in just matter of 2 months. So a lot of people just overwhelm themselves, with ton of stuff. They're trying to make crazy, unachievable goals. And of course, you'll fail so quick, so hard on those because your body is not ready for that. You don't have the right schedule for that. You don't have schedule to move from 3,000 steps to 10,000 steps a day. It's just most likely not going to happen. So instead of going from 3,000 to 10,000 steps, just go from 3,000 maybe to 4,000 to 5,000 steps. Hit the 5,000 steps goal daily, make it your daily non-negotiable, and after that you can grow from there. All right? So guys, that's it for today. This is your homework. Like I said, non-negotiable. That's something that you do regardless, no matter how you feel. Pick 3 for yourself, 3, and make it happen. Like I said, stick to that goal. If you cannot stick to that, that means it's too much for you. You cannot handle it, then maybe adjust your goal, okay? Or maybe just have better willpower and stick to that finally. Instead of next day, tomorrow, I'll start next Monday. No, start today. Pick 3 non-negotiables right now for yourself. Like I said, 1 around your recovery. I'm literally giving you right now the blueprint how to make it happen. So 1 should be around your recovery because this is your foundation of your house, right? So foundation, build the foundation first before you're gonna do any fancy shit inside the house. So start with the foundation. 1 is around, 1 non-negotiable should be around your recovery. Second one should be around your nutrition. And third one should be around moving your body daily. That's it. Your homework right now, guys, you can comment what's your non-negotiables on the replay of this video, or for my VIP Mother Here community, guys, post in our private community what is your non-negotiable for this month, for the next 2 weeks. That's something that you can do regardless without missing for next 2 weeks, okay? Choose up to 3, between 1 to 3, and post in a group. All right? Let's see what people are saying here. I know there's always some weird stuff here. I don't know, let's look someone. Consistency, hard to give tips. Yes, Mac. Recovery is just your rest, exactly. Your proper recovery between gym sessions and just your rest. How your body's recovering, how's your sleep, how you getting enough sleep. So this is your main point. This is your rest. Yeah, this is your recovery, I call it. I can go deeper in that. There's a couple types of recovery, but just think about, your rest, exactly. Get in your rest. Get your proper rest so you have energy next day to go and take action. All right, guys, I think that's it for today. I didn't see any other questions. I wanted to leave a couple minutes for Q&A, which I already answered some stuff, but that will be it. So, want to say hi to your live? Just like that. Hello. Crystal is just like a little storm, just like, oh, what's going on there? Let me poke my nose into the camera. Why not?
Hopefully I didn't have any boogers.
Oh, you had a lot. I just saw it was a bunch of boogers there. All right, guys, that's it for today. I hope that was helpful. Create your non-negotiables and attack them today. All right, that's it. Much love. Peace. I'll see you next one. Bye.